Wednesday, so Happy New Year to everybody. It's officially a new year. Hope to make it a good one. I hope everybody is doing well. I decided today to share something with you all that I do at the beginning of every new year, which is go through my entire record collection and categorize it. You might notice I'm in a little different spot. I just kind of changed the angle up a little bit. I feel like you could probably be able to see me a little bit more as I, organize a little bit better. And then I also, the way that everybody categorizes their vinyl in a different way. The way that I do mine, I do it by artist, so alphabetically by artist, and then based on how many I have in the artist, I do it also by year. So like the Beatles, for example, B, obviously, and then I go the earliest I have I think is 63, so I go 63 on, so it's 63, 64, 65, whatever. Sorry if you can hear any background noise, can't always control that. That's the one pain about making my videos, is there's always something going on in the background. So if you hear that, I'm sorry. You also might see I am kind of changing up my editing a little bit, which is really good on my end because I feel like I'm slowly starting to understand this thing, and I hope that my videos come out a little bit better and people will enjoy them more. Another thing that I forgot to mention is that I might pause the video, so I'm gonna kind of do it in a time-lapse thing, a speed it up type of deal. I don't know if I'm gonna finish this all in one night because I have over 100 records, probably close to 120, anywhere from 120 to 130. That's about how many I have right now. And it takes me a bit, so I take them all out. So if I don't finish it all and you see me change in the middle of the time, that's it. Also, I will stop sometimes maybe and point out maybe records that, I don't know, just show you a little bit more of my collection. And then at the end, I will hopefully include a screenshot of my entire list so you can see what I do have if I don't show it. Now let's get on to it. So I thought I'd stop the little speed up whatever fast, I don't remember what it's called, of me kind of just me kind of going back and forth. So it might be a little boring from your end, the viewer, but on my end what I'm doing is I have my laptop and I'm looking through every album, double checking the year it was released, the artist, and putting them back in order, because sometimes I get lazy and I take them out of order. It happens. But I thought I'd stop and show, I guess, my some of my bootleggy Beatles album, because I'm just finishing just the Beatles section, so about from right here to my entire wingspan of my hand is all Beatles. Once I finish, I'll tell you the count of how many that I have in my collection, but I thought I'd show you what I have. And again, if you hear any background noise, I'm really sorry. I cannot control that. But I have, ignore the price stickers on it. I like to keep them on there sometimes. But I have, I think you would call this a bootleg. I guess this one might be a little shiny, but I have the Beatles Rock and Roll music. For the longest time I wanted this one, and then I went to a record fair and I found it, and I was yeah, it was one of those records where I was didn't even think about it type of deal. Same thing with this, well, not same thing, but I also found this one at the same record fair. Beautiful Dreamer. I think I played it once. It's a little warped, which is why I haven't, but it's one of those bootleggy. I like bootlegs, I think they're kind of cool. I guess this one falls under bootleg too, at the Beatles' early years. I'm assuming the first volume because it has a little one right there. And this came out in the 80s, so. And then this one is the only picture disc that I have. I need to straighten it out, but it's them and they're is it matadors, the matador costumes. And then on the back it's a bunch of pictures of John. Sorry, there's a glare. I'm sorry. And then I have, this was a really cool find. I'm not gonna take it out because it's different. It's a different It's obviously not as big as like this. I think it's like an, I don't remember like the inches, but this is like a little bootleg, a Parlophone rehearsal session from, I don't even know the year, but it was released in 1975, this was, and it's on like a blue wax pressed vinyl. So I thought that was really cool, and I picked that up a few years ago. But yes, so that's what I wanted to pause the video for. So I'm just ending the Beatles section. We're about a little over halfway at the top, and then I have more records to the side of me, and then I have some more on the bottom. And hopefully I can finish them tonight. I don't know. We'll try. I want to point out these two artists that I don't ever see anybody else having in their collection. One of them being the singing duo, Peter and Gordon, which I discovered these guys a few years ago because Paul McCartney used to date the guy Peter. He didn't used to date him, he dated his sister. Let me clarify. He dated his sister. So him and John actually wrote a few songs for Peter and Gordon, and I never see that anybody has any of their albums. Because I mean they didn't do a lot, but I don't know. I love Peter and Gordon. I just want to say that. And then another artist that I really like. He's a newer artist that I would love to point out is this artist by the name of Raylan Baxter. I actually saw him back in 2019. Oh my God, it was so long ago. I saw him back in 2019 in concert. He's amazing, an amazing artist, amazing concert. So we have my first album of his. If I'm correct, it's not his first album that he's ever released, but we have Wide Awake, which I highly, highly, highly recommend. He's amazing, and that's coming from me, somebody who's very stubborn on more modern artists. I absolutely love this guy. He's amazing. And then for anybody who likes Mac Miller, he actually did this album. I think it's just called Good Morning, and it's just him just doing a bunch of covers, a bunch of Mac Miller covers, which I like Mac Miller, but he does like a really, really good job paying tribute to him and all this stuff. So I would highly recommend this one too if you like Mac Miller. But I wanted to point those two artists out because I don't ever see anybody having them in their collection. So yeah, we're almost done. We're getting to the end. As I'm doing this, I am now getting to about, oh, you can't even see, I'm like about right here on the bottom. I'm almost done, kind of. I have the records next to me, you can't see them. But I thought I'd stop again because I've only stopped like once, I think. Out of all the Beatles, I have the most solo career, like post-Beatles. I think that's right, post-Beatles. I have the most of Paul stuff. So I wanted to show, I guess, some of my Paul collection. So I have my favorite album, which probably isn't a surprise because it's a lot. It's well known. It's Band on the Run. This album, everything about this album, I love. I love every single song on this album. It's amazing. Jeez, I have a lot of Paul. I'll just go through them quickly, not in any order because I do have McCartney, like regular McCartney, his first one. I have 2 copies of Ram. Love Ram. I have Red Rose Speedway, Venus and Mars, McCartney 2, Pipes of Peace, Wings of the Speed of Sound, Back to the Egg, Wings Greatest, Paul McCartney Tug of War, yes, sometimes I forget. Paul McCartney, Give My Regards to Broad Street, and then Wings, Over America, and the ones on my wall I have London Town and, oh god, Chaos and Creation in the Backyard. That's all the Paul McCartney like solo one, so he's out of all of them. I have the most of. It goes him, then John, then George, and I have no Ringo. I don't know if I'll ever get Ringo. Maybe I'll get like one Ringo album on vinyl just to say that I have all 4 Beatles. But I guess I'll try to hold. So these are some of them up. Like, these are just some that oh my god, that's crazy. So we have Band on the Run, and then we have Venus and Mars tucked in here. McCartney 2, Pipes of Peace, Wings, the Speed of Sound. I believe, yeah, Back to the Eggs right here. Wings Greatest, Tug of War, Get My Regrets, Broad Street, and then I have Wings Over America, which is awesome. And I'm not going to take the ones out on my wall right now. I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to put a picture at the end of my video of those. I guess I'll show the others too. I have, like, this should be a cool, like, don't listen to me, actually. But yeah, so that's my Paul McCartney ones. I'm going to try to finish this up, and then that'll be it. My video. That's my record collection. To be honest with you, I had a completely different idea for showing my record collection, but just logistically wouldn't work out because my total number of vinyl after today, after my counting and all this stuff, I have a total of 144 vinyl in my collection. So my original thought was to go through every single vinyl, but that would just be way too long of a video, and that would be a video that I would have to edit. This one already took long enough, considering I'm changing up how I'm editing, so it took me a little bit longer to edit, but that's okay. I had a lot of fun with it. Yeah, that's my collection. If anybody has any questions on vinyl, whether it's like vinyl care, where I get my vinyl, how long I've been collecting. I've been collecting for about 6 years now. I would definitely have a lot more than 144 if I had more local record stores near me, but I don't. Especially since I like buying older pressings rather than like newer pressings. I hate buying newer pressings. Unfortunately, when I first started getting into vinyl, that's what I bought because I didn't know any better. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Go buy your new pressings. Nothing wrong with that, but just me personally, I like the value of having an older pressing more. And honestly, they're cheaper and they sound better. Personally, I think so. But yeah, I'm kind of sad that I wasn't able to show you every single vinyl in my collection, but at the end of the video, I am going to include a little screen recording of my list of vinyl in case anybody wanted to look. And if there's anything you see that you like, good, I'm glad I could help because I have a lot and it's a long list. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I did type my list on notes. Normally I handwrite them out, but considering the amount of vinyl that I have now, it just takes too long to write them all out. I'm faster at typing. But yeah, so don't make fun of me for having it in my notes. But if anybody has any questions or anything, put it in the comments. I hope you enjoyed my new style of editing today. I hope it made the video a little bit more enjoyable to watch. And I can't wait for the next one. So thank you guys for hanging out with me. I can't wait for next time, like I just said.